Good afternoon. This is Oshiro. Today I'd like to talk about the Japanese bowing etiquette. I'm sure you have seen this kind of, stereotype, typical Japanese bowing to each other in the TV or film or movies or even in publication described by the foreigners. But their description is correct. Yes, indeed. We do have a bowing customs. In so many occasions, we bow to each other. Actually, largely, there are three types of bowing. One is when you want to express your greetings or say hello. So when you meet someone for the first time, you're supposed to bow and bow to say about 15 degrees. 15 degrees from the imaginary vertical line to 15 degrees. That's what I mean. And to say hello or pleased to meet you. So when you depart the scene or the place or you leave that place, you're also supposed to do a bow to that person. Now, second bowing is often observed in the form of events or traditional events or the martial arts games. For example, when you visit shrine, Japanese Shinto shrine, you bow so many times. You just have to follow what the Japanese people do. That's the way of showing respect, worship, admiration. Now, the most highest admiration you could do is that when you meet someone superior in a position, meaning in Japan there is only one person, the emperor. So when you meet the emperor for the first time or second time, doesn't matter, but when you meet him or her or empress, then you're supposed to bow to certain, maybe it's about 45 to 70 degrees. That's the way you express your highest admiration or respect to that person. Another thing you'd find is that Japanese games, especially martial arts games like judo, when two opponents, before they start having a fight, they normally bow to each other to express, your respect to that person. And whenever a student walks into the judo stable or when exit that stable, they normally bow to that picture of some sensei, which is the spiritual instructor or the teacher of that stable. So you normally showing respect to that person, you bow to that, looking at that, the photo. Another very interesting analogy of this bowing is that in olden days, when Japanese warriors called bushi fought to each other, they normally declare their names and their ranking in the organization. So it was considered sort of kind of bowing custom. They declared their names and ranking to show their respect to that other opponent. But lastly is the bowing is expression of what we call apology. Whenever you have done something bad or devastated someone, you normally apologize, right? But in a way of Japanese expressing the apology is that you show in action by bowing. So in this case, depends on how deeply you feel sorry for that, what you have done to him or her. Then it goes from say 45 degrees in 70 degrees, 75 degrees or something. Or there is another form of what we call sit down on your knees and lowering your head so that your forehead touch the ground. And you put your both hands in front of your knees and you can, just like a crawling position, and you bow and then you apologize. That's the best way to express your deep apology for that person. Well, that's about it. Wrap up this the way the Japanese people bow. That's why you find this bowing very frequently especially when you meet someone for the first time. The ones normally they describe in the TV or the foreign TVs or movies is that this greetings, just like in the same way as you Westerners shake hands, in Japanese we normally express by showing bowing. That's it for today. Thank you very much. Bye now.